Well, Dan, this week, I wanted to bring you down outside Louisville, Kentucky, the land of bourbon and babies. I think.
Barbecue?
Oh, yeah.
I've never actually been to Kentucky before. So this is pretty cool.
Yeah. We're just hanging out, just in the woods, chilling. There's not going to be a big monster that we have to worry about, I think.
I'm excited to find out what kind of monsters live around Kentucky. Yeah, if I had to guess, it would be like a barrel. Like a distilling barrel.
That'd be pretty cool.
That has like furry legs and furry arms poking out of it, and it like rolls around and knocks people over.
You could think of that as like a mimic from Dungeons and Dragons, where it's a chest of gold, but it turns out it's a monster that'll eat your arm. And this has a similar situation. So today, this monster has a crazy name, by the way. So have your chuckles, have your laughs. It's pretty good. I'm going to tell you about the Pope Lick Monster.
The Pope Lick Monster.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a pope? You have me wondering.
I think as many as it would take to lick through a communion wafer.
Well, okay, that's not that many.
It's not too many.
Okay, so it's our first Kentucky Catholic cryptid.
Well, yeah,
I'm on board.
It's named for a river. We'll get into it, but it's also known as the Kentucky Goatman, if that gives you any hints of what kind of creature this is.
Yes. Okay. All right. Now I'm wondering how salty the Pope is that it would draw a goat.
Oh, well, let's find out. Let me tell you about the Pope Lick Monster.
It's Greg's Cryptid Corner, where mysteries abound. Bigfoot, Mothman, monsters, let's see what we found.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of Greg's Cryptid Corner, a podcast about monsters for weirdos. I'm your host, Greg, and this is week 2 of what I'll call, spooky season.
Cryptids are already pretty spooky. I don't know how you would brand a spooky cryptid event.
Yeah, I don't either.
We should have thought of that before we got into it.
Nah, it's fine. It's spooky season on Greg's Cryptid Corner, and I'm here joined once again with my guest Dan. How you doing, Dan?
Hello. I'm doing well. What about creepy cryptid? There needs to be a third thing. Greg's Creepy Cryptids Corner?
Greg's Creepy Cryptid Corner.
GCCC.
It kind of, it's hard. I stumble over all those hard consonants.
I'm imagining if there was like a design for it, there'd be like every C would be like a little cave.
Yeah.
And like little arms and tentacles would be wiggling out of them.
Ooh,
little goat hooves. Little goat hooves for the goat man. I'm excited for my brain is broken today because somebody had me out of the bar late last night.
That was
I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. But so far, my brain remembers that there's a salty pope and a goat that licks it.
Sure.
That's what I've got unlocked so far.
Yeah. Prepare to be disappointed because it's not necessarily that. So let's jump in and go through what the Pope Lick Monster looks like. What's its backstory? How evil is he? There's a whole thing. So let's jump in and lick this Pope. Num 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 num.
All right. Sentences I didn't think I'd hear today.
I found myself walking along the tracks. I don't know how or why. I heard something. All I know, I needed to be on these tracks, high above the creek below. I didn't snap out of it until I heard a train whistle and the rumble of the ground. I barely made it out alive, but while I was running for my life, I saw it. I don't know how to describe it, but I believe now. I believe in the Pope Lick Monster. So that'll make sense a little bit later. Just kind of give you a vibe of the monster. So let's talk about what this big boy looks like. So the Pope Lick Monster, or Kentucky Goatman, stands about 6 to 8 feet tall. Big boy. And he's described as a grotesque blend of man and goat. He stands on
6 to 8 feet tall with a little like double jointed leg thing going on.
Yeah, so
this is like I'm getting Baphomet vibes. This is creepy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we've watched a lot of horror movies with Baphomet type monsters, or just like the devil himself coming out, and very similar.
Yeah, there's a spectrum of Baphomet. Like there's some Baphomet are cute and adorable. Like what was that 60s era like caper movie with the Satanists that we watched?
The Devil Rides Out.
The Devil Rides Out. That had a great, adorable Baphomet that was just clearly like a fuzzy dude with a mask on.
Yeah.
It was awesome. But there's definitely some creepy ones. So this is in the back of my head. I'm going to try to grade this on that like Baphomet, like is it charming or is it creepy scale?
All right.
So far, 6 feet tall, that's starting to edge up towards creepy.
Yep. So it stands on 2 legs and is covered in coarse, dark hair, often described as brown, black, or like a mottled gray. It has hairy goat legs and hooved feet.
Okay.
Now, its torso is more human, but it has a goat head with big horns coming out of its forehead.
A goat head. So the only man part of this is the torso.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
All right.
I just picture this just jacked giant satyr walking around.
You know, I've never seen a Baphomet that wears shoes. It's always just the hooves. But you would think if there's part man in there, you'd want to accessorize. You know?
Maybe he like bedazzles his hooves.
Yeah,
when he goes
he's
down.
wearing. It's the only man part is the torso, so it's got to be like an S&M garter belt or something.
Oh, he'd look good.
Or maybe it's just a sweater vest. It's a Baphomet with a sweater vest.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Yeah.
Me too.
So yeah.
All right. So far, Kentucky's cooking. I'm digging this so far. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he looks exactly what you would imagine a goat man to look like, but
8 feet tall.
but a big boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where did the Popelick monster come from? Now, there's a couple different origin stories that have been floated around through the years. The first being that the creature was a human-goat hybrid that escaped from the circus and vowed revenge against humans for how it was treated.
Okay.
So an escaped like freak show.
The thing that I'm thinking about, again, like I have this mental image of, I don't know why I'm a child in this daydream that I'm having right now.
That happens.
But being like kind of small and like you hear something thumping on the other side of the front door and you're kind of cowering and the door swings open and like silhouetted by the moon rising behind this Baphomet thing, 8 feet tall, it would have to like crouch.
Yeah.
To swing its body through the frame of the door and step into the threshold of the house. Like it's massive. So when I think of that from your description, I guess there are some freaks that circuses would see and be like, maybe not this one. Maybe we don't need maybe we don't need an 8 foot tall goat monster as an exhibit. Maybe we just let that one stay in the wilderness.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, escaping from a circus seems a little far fetched. How do you contain that thing?
Well, one of the stories that I read about the circus origin was that he was given to the circus as a baby, so they didn't know he was going to be 8 feet tall. You know,
a little. Is that a kid? A baby goat?
A little baby kid. Just
a Popelick kid?
Yeah.
Ugh, this is getting very Catholic.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. So the second story is similar in a way, but it's basically the goat man was a monster that was being transported in a cage on a train that derailed on the Popelick trestle, and that's where the creature has remained ever since.
So somewhere in Kentucky is like a Tiger King type guy that has exotic pets, and he lost his baby Baphomet.
Oh my God, I would love a Tiger King cryptid keeper.
I mean, honestly, that sounds like a series of books for like 12-year-olds. And that I would absolutely read. That is not me judging. I would absolutely read that.
Yeah, what's that Harry Potter spinoff? Cool,
Fabulous
cool
Creatures
monsters
and Where They
to,
Grind?
Yeah, where to find them.
Yeah, something. I can't remember it either.
It'd be like that, but like better. And then the third story, which is more of the supernatural version. Well, you got a goat man, you got to have some supernatural aspect of it. But it basically involves a local farmer who is suffering from poor crop yields, who then sold his soul to the devil for satanic powers, but he had to sacrifice his 3 remaining goats only for the farmer to basically die and be reborn as this horrifying goat man.
Not a bad deal.
I don't know. I think he got the short end of the stick there.
I don't know. Live in the woods, extended lifespan. I would probably be, I don't know. Are goat things handsome? Do you think this guy's a looker?
He's probably got a 6-pack. He's probably got an 8-pack.
I don't know why I always imagine Goatman as having like, ripped abs and like great pecs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from
That's
all that
weird.
goating and eating all those cans.
You got to bend over to eat cans.
Yeah.
Doing crunches all day.
Yeah.
Crunchin and munchin. That's what the Goatman does.
Crunchin and munchin.
It's still scary. This is still freaky. And so far, the options are the first two options sound like a disgruntled runaway teenager, either like a circus escapee or he was like train hopping.
Yeah.
The third one, I don't know why you would sacrifice your soul to the devil for crop yields.
So he could like use his satanic powers for his, capitalistic needs.
I was going to say, I don't recall Satan ever being a farmer, but I guess when Jesus wandered in the wilderness, Satan tempted him with a loaf of bread, and that bread's got to come from somewhere. So I guess he's got a garden somewhere.
The devil has a lot of skills. I mean, he went down to Georgia looking for a soul to steal.
That's true. He plays fiddle.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
He ain't good at it. He ain't good enough at it, but he can do it.
Yeah.
But the Popelic monster, its behavior is kind of what sets it apart from your just everyday run-of-the-mill goat man. So, again, stories seem to be all over the place about this. Like, I'd say more folklore than hard science for this creature. All right.
On. I'm on board. Yeah.
So, the Popelic monster is known for being terrifying in several ways, but all of them basically revolve around him being territorial of this trestle area of the Norfolk Southern Railway above the Popelic River.
So the train is like pretty deeply connected. That's where this train origin story comes from.
Yeah.
It seems connected to the rail tracks.
Yes.
Okay, I'm starting to pick up vibes of it's a story we tell each other to be afraid or wary of outsiders.
Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about that. Yeah. So he's thought to be an ambush predator, hiding beneath the trestle and springing out to attack trespassers. He's known for attacking cars, for instance, that are driving under the trestle. He's also thought to be very aggressive, with people claiming that he will attack intruders in the area, often wielding an axe.
Okay, it's got weapons too?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got the mitts of a man. I don't know why I was imagining it had little cloven hands.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got humaner hands, very hairy. Spends a lot of time by himself, if you get it.
It's making the sweater vest more likely, because now this guy can button that up,
Oh, yeah. But to me, the scariest aspect of his behavior is that he is known for luring victims to their deaths. In fact, a dozen or more deaths could be attributed to the Popelic monster from the trestle itself. So the Popelic monster is known for mimicking people's voices or potentially even hypnotizing people, calling them onto the tracks when they normally wouldn't think of going there. So
I don't like that.
The trestle itself looks to be like decommissioned. It looks like it's not in use anymore. There used to be stairs that you could climb off of it, but they were taken down because they were in disrepair. So if you're in the middle of the tracks, there's nowhere to go but down. And by down, I mean jumping off to your death. Yeah.
The trestle, that's like the rickety looking popsicle stick bridge that goes between like two hills.
Yeah.
Okay. First you had me thinking this was about being wary of the outsider, but if there are 12 deaths that could be attributed to this thing, like, do I think there's actually a 8-foot tall goat man?
Yeah.
Hypnotizing people? Well, I don't know. I'm a little, seems suspicious. First I thought it was people telling stories to be wary of outsiders. Now I'm wondering if it's another one of those cryptids that has like a little bit of tragedy in its past. Like, is this a story that they tell each other because they don't want to admit that there's a killer in their own community? So they just throw that like shame onto this object and they get to blame it on this monster. And sadly, those 12 people, justice is never served for them.
Interesting. So you think there's an actual So yeah, let's finish up this and then let's go back to that. So
I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to talk theories. The folktale is interesting.
Yeah, it's just a little bit more. So so he lures you up to the train tracks. And while the trestle does look decommissioned, it is still an active commercial rail And like I said, there's no exits when a train is heading towards you. So if it's hypnotizing or calling or mesmerizing you, kind of like a vampire, or I actually would equate it more to like a siren calling a ship to the rocks, where it's kind of like pulling you in for your own destruction.
It knows how to pique your curiosity and tempt your attention.
Yeah.
Cryptids that can mess with brains are the scariest ones for sure.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Yeah.
But yeah, so he'll lure you up there in the hopes, I guess, that a train will come and kill you and hit you, or you'll have to jump off the trestle to the ground below, and that'll be your end.
What does he do with your body? Like, is he carnivorous? Does he eat you after you're dead, or does he just like to see people die?
Not really any reports of that. I think he just wants people to die. I think he's vengeful and
little scamp.
I mean, he's busy.
Little troublemaker.
He's busy eating cans. Probably he doesn't need human flesh. You know,
he's crunching and munching.
Yeah, he just doesn't like people, and that's kind of like where that he's an escaped circus freak who vows revenge because he was mistreated by the circus. You know, like so he just hates people. So yeah, that's the kind of the gist of the Pope Lake monster, Goatman, who lives under a bridge. You know, it's got that vibe of the troll that, you know, lives under the bridge and won't let you pass unless you answer a riddle kind of thing.
Yep.
But it's also, I would think, a cautionary tale for making kids not go on this old rickety bridge, you know?
Oh, for sure. Stay out of trouble. The 8-foot tall goat man with a axe and a sweater vest is going to kill you.
Yeah. But you tell kids not to do that, they're going to do that.
Yeah, I probably would go looking for it, if I'm being honest.
Like there was a lot of this myth or the story of the Pope Lake monster has drawn people to that area. There was a film about it. I believe it was in like the 80s, and that didn't help the cause. I read one story where there was a couple who were on the train tracks, and a train started coming, and the guy jumped off the bridge and was able to like hang on the side, but the girlfriend got killed by the train, and he's been messed up ever since.
Yeah, that's tough. That's really brutal.
Yeah. So this story probably has the highest body count of like the creatures we've talked about so far.
Yeah, like 12. Again, a little bit of tragedy, a little bit of sadness in there that I can't say it, like I'm not like depressed over it or anything like that, but it is like kind of sad. It's like when you're watching a reality TV show, like one of those Hoarders episodes, and you're just kind of dumbstruck by the condition of their home or whatever. And then like 15 minutes before the end of the episode, the subject of the show will be like, you know, oh, XYZ awful, terrible tragedy befell me, and I've just never been the same ever since. And you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like recontextualizes all the gaping that you've been doing to like, oh, this is actually about trauma. Oh no.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? You keep all those old McDonald's wrappers if they're helping you, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. That's a pretty scary monster. I see why this is on GCCC.
GCCCC.
It's a psychic goat man that axe murders people.
The visualization of a goat man carrying an axe is just pretty awesome to me.
Wearing a sweater vest.
Wearing a sweater vest, yeah.
Uh-huh.
With hooved dress shoes for some reason.
And you would hear, like, I'm thinking, aren't there like vampire stories where the vampire can mimic a voice? I know there's lots of mimic creatures that I've read about. That is really freaky to think that I'd be like walking by like a low thistle or something, and I hear like the voice of my favorite Taco Bell cashier come out of it. Enchilada Supreme.
You're like, I don't know why you're in the woods, but I'm going.
Here I come. You better have that fire sauce, though.
Yeah, mimics are, and maybe we can get into mimics at some point, but very scary because you have no idea. I talked to a woman at work the one time, and she was saying she heard her cat outside meowing, but her cat was inside, and she was like, I didn't go out there. I didn't look at what was going on. Could it have been just like a stray cat? Absolutely. Was it a mimic? Probably.
Cat people know their cats. You know your cat's meow. Yeah, that's freaky. It's freaky, and I don't like it.
Just something that's trying to manipulate you into doing something at once is I mean, even a human doing that is a very scary thing.
Yes, but when it's a creature that is somehow more human than like extra human, like suprahuman, then that's pretty terrifying. I like to imagine myself at the top of the food chain, even though I don't know. I think a dog that's hungry enough could probably kill me.
Oh yeah,
I don't think I'd be pretty. I think it'd be pretty easy to take down if I'm being honest.
Oh, I'm a big baby. I wouldn't be able to fight this monster if it got into my brain and was like, "There's an apple pie on the tracks. Come and get it." I'd be like, "You didn't have to like trick me." But if there's not a pie there, I'll get hit by a train. I don't care.
You do the Bugs Bunny thing. Your feet will lift off the ground, and there'd be like little lines for the smell, and you just float right to the goat man.
Yeah. All my neighbors don't keep their pies on the windowsills anymore.
No, I'm looking at animals native to Kentucky: muskrats, eastern moles, big brown bat, which is a great name for a bat species. Big brown bat. I had to take care of a big BBB problem in my house the other day.
Yep.
White-tailed deer. So none of those are ringing a bell for like what would drive like carnivorous, scary creature in the woods, or like animals that are already getting kills. They also have bobcats, and they also have American black bears. And are black bears the ones that you can just yell at and they get embarrassed and they walk away?
I think they say if it's brown, flush it down. If it's black,
send it back.
Yeah.
You push the poop back up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think black bears are mean, right?
Are they aggressive? I can't remember.
Aren't all bears aggressive?
If there's a bear expert listening, please leave a comment and let us know which bears I'm allowed to pet.
Yeah.
That's, I guess, mostly what I'm going for.
Yeah, there's scientific evidence one way or the other about this, but we don't work in science here. I don't know true facts, you know? So yeah, bear experts, leave us a 5-star review and let us know which bear can we hang out with.
But I guess a bear, what I was getting at was, I'm looking at native species. A bear would be the thing that I would think could mangle a body, and then somebody could find that body and be like, this feels like a goat man to me.
Yeah, or attack cars and you're scared and you're not realizing maybe this bear's wearing a mask with horns. I don't know.
But I don't even know that black bears are all that big. I thought I remember them being kind of a medium bear. They're a just right little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really a, like with the Ahul, we talked a lot about flying foxes and things like that. This one doesn't have a easy solution. Outside of being, if there's not a goat man, then it is probably a cultural tale to keep people off, a dangerous area or to keep them out of the woods. Very Lumberwoods creatures kind of situation.
Yeah, it reminds me of the alpaca one. What was that one called? I always forget that one's name, even though I'm obsessed with it.
The Harhaka.
The Harhaka, where that was a folktale structured all around reinforcing a social taboo.
Yeah.
That you become monstrous if you do this thing. Like there's a little bit of that in this too, in that it is the shape of a Baphomet in a very Christian area. So there's a little bit of and the whole story of the guy giving his soul to the devil for a crop yield. So there's a little bit of communal in-group reinforcement, taboo reinforcement.
That's true, yeah.
Don't mess around with the devil. Don't go into dark areas where you don't, see what's going on. Don't follow the siren song to temptation. There's some religious stuff going on here too.
Yeah, because that's the Bible Belt, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Kentucky. I've never been to Kentucky. I know there are the stereotypes. I'm not trying to stereotype. I'm sure there's lots and lots of people in Kentucky that aren't.
Yeah, you'll get that everywhere.
Religious fanatics. Yeah. I'm sure it's fine. But back in the day, what year did this originate? I should have asked that way earlier.
Yeah, it's most of the stories came from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Which then there we got
Panic.
Satanic Panic. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Interesting.
I'm not sure I think the movie came out in the 80s.
I think because we started with the fearsome. What is it? Fearsome woodland creatures?
Fearsome creatures of the Lumberwoods.
Thank you. Because we started with that and it's turn of the century, 1900s. I just assume every cryptid is old-timey. When you said this thing attacked cars, I was a little surprised. I was yeah.
Yeah.
That, what was that M. Night Shyamalan movie where the twist at the end is that it's modern day?
Wow, spoiler alert, but it's The Village.
The Village. Yeah, every episode of GCC is a little bit The Village for me. Oh, there's cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the trestle began kind of early 1900s, but like the deaths and stuff started happening in the 80s. I mean, there was one I think as recently as like 2019. So
freaky.
Yeah. So that was the Pope lick monster, just licking that old man.
That salty Pope.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's cool. I like the spooky kind of aspects of it, where it's like this guy just wants you to die. And I kind of dig that.
Yeah, for sure. Not on my Baphomet scale of cute to creepy. This one's definitely creepy. The mimic thing, I think, is the thing that pushes it over. No sweater vest is going to compensate for that.
Yeah, he'll look good doing it, but I would appreciate it if he didn't. So that
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not. Thank you. So yeah, that was the Poplick monster. I hope you enjoyed the discussion, and watch out.
I certainly did.
Good. And watch out if you hear your own voice in your head calling to you to go up on a train track. Don't do it. Just don't walk on train tracks.
Yeah, don't do that. I think that's the thing.
Yeah, we'll learn. So yeah,
it's a PSA from us to you. Don't walk on them train tracks.
Yeah, so it's reviews. We don't have any new reviews. But yeah, we still appreciate y'all listening. If you want to leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast, we'll read it on the show. If you leave a funny or interesting comment, or just tell us that you like us, we'll read on Spotify, because you can leave comments on episodes on Spotify. We'll read that on the episode as well.
That's a cool feature. I wish more podcast apps had comments. That's neat.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram at Greg's Cryptid Corner. Tuesdays we'll announce what monster we're going to talk about that week, typically, if I remember. And new episodes Wednesday. So just enjoy. Have a sweet, creepy Wednesday. And next week we'll be doing another, hopefully, spooky monster. October.
Greg's Creepy Cryptid Corner. It's GCCC. I don't know. That's still not landing right. We got to by the time November rolls around, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, for next year. Yeah. So
Cryptoween. No, it's not quite right. It's not quite right.
But just as always, I'm Squonk. You're Squonk. Go Birds.
Go Birds. I feel like the Louisville, Kentucky area. I know. I didn't ask you how embedded into the pop culture this cryptid is, like if they have festivals around or whatever.
I don't think so.
The more I think about this visual of an axe wielding 8-foot tall goat man, the more I kind of want to see it as like a sports mascot.
Yeah. We were talking to somebody last night who mentioned that our friend Matt, he was saying that Louisville, I think it's like their minor league baseball team, are called like the Louisville Bats, because Louisville
that's cool.
Makes Louisville Sluggers, the baseball bat.
But imagine the Louisville Pope Lickers. Come on.
All right.
It's so good.
Or, just picture this freaking jacked goat man holding a baseball bat, wearing a baseball hat with his little horns poking out.
There you go.
Man, that'd be pretty
Louisville, from us to you.